On tonight's episode, the 2011 Flat Tail Festival lineup is announced. We'll tell you the big name who will be headlining.
Foo Fighters played in someone's garage. Could this be true?
And learn more about a contestant from The Voice with Northwest ties.
Welcome to Music Fusion Fridays here on KBVR. I'm Maya Holmes.
And I'm Brittany Wooten.
And we're the Blonde Bombshells.
Here to give you your weekly music news.
To celebrate the opening of their brand new musically themed Crystal Hotel, McMenamins hosted a multitude of events at several locations near the Crystal Ballroom. According to Brandon Ellison of Oregon Music News, 3 days of music and events took place from this Tuesday through Thursday at Ringler's Pub, Al's Den, and the Crystal Ballroom itself. The highlight of this grand opening blowout were a trifecta of concerts at the Crystal Ballroom, highlighting some of the Northwest's best and nationally acclaimed talent, and leading each night was M. Ward. He was joined on stage by the Corin Tucker Band, David Bazan, and Doug March on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights respectively. M. Ward is an internationally known songwriter who has toured and collaborated with the likes of Connor Oberst, Jim James, the White Stripes, and most recently with Zooey Deschanel as a part of the group She and Him. His most recent solo release, entitled Hold Time, sounds both modern and timeless and showcases Ward's well-worn and comforting sound. What an amazing lineup of performers, and congratulations on the newly opened Crystal Hotel.
If you're a music fan, odds are that you've listened to Dave Depper, and you might not have even known it. The skilled multi-instrumentalist has been a vital part of acts including the Decemberists, Norfolk and Western, Jolie Holland, Loc Lomond, and Blue Giant. Depper has just released a cover album, an ambitious re-recording of Paul McCartney's second solo album, Ram, completed in a mind-altering 30 days, note for note. It's an ambitious project completed by an ambitious fellow. A way Depper decrees of celebrating what an awesome album it is, even if no one agrees with him. According to Barbara Mitchell of Oregon Live, listening to Depper's version of Ram is to take a trip back in time. An obsessionist recreation of a classic album that was critically undervalued at the time, but has taken on a sheen of its own since. For a musician as accomplished as Depper, it's unusual that he's never gone out on his own before. Make sure you check out Dave Depper tomorrow at 9 p.m. at the Doug Fir Lounge in Portland.
Last week, the Estacada Airport was out of commission for the day, but not because of maintenance. The metal band Red Fang rented out the entire airport for a Whitey McConaughey-directed music video shoot, though the facts on what the actual video involved are still tightly under wraps. According to Ezra Ace Karef of the Portland Mercury, the band had previously worked with McConaughey when they teamed up for their Prehistoric Dog video, a single from their self-titled debut. Within days, the clip went viral and cemented Red Fang's legacy in the world of metal. Currently, Red Fang just finished up their lengthy Metalliance tour, where they played with the likes of St. Vitus, Helmet, Kylesa, and more. Next up, the band, which is comprised of Brian Giles on guitar, Aaron Beam on bass, David Sullivan on guitar, and John Sherman on drums, will have a domestic headlining tour several weeks from now, a European trip in June, and then a stint on the Rockstar energy drink Mayhem Festival. For about 6 weeks this summer, Red Fang will be touring alongside heavy metal favorites, Disturbed, Megadeth, and Godsmack. As evidenced on their just-released album, Murder the Mountains, Red Fang's style showcases the refreshing simplicity of sheer volume and battered blue-collar hard rock sound. The band stopped by Branks this past Saturday, set on making some eardrums ring, and I'm sure that's exactly what they did.
Looking for some awesome entertainment this summer? Well, beginning June 17th, the Astoria Music Festival will present a series of concerts, many of which will take place at the beautifully renovated Liberty Theater. According to James Bash of Oregon Music News, the artistic director Keith Clark has assembled an ambitious schedule with some top-tier talent, including Met singers Angela Meade, Richard Zeller, Ruth Ann Swenson, and John Dukers. This festival will include a wide variety of music as well as food, beverage, and various activities. If you can't make it on the 17th, don't worry, because the festival lasts until June 26th. That's 9 days of musical fun with something new every day. If you'd like to learn more about the Astoria Music Festival or buy tickets, you can go online to astoriamusicfestival.org.
Margaret Wander grew up with parents that played the lute and studied Elizabethan theater. So it's only natural that she would become a rapper, right? Wander, who now goes by the name Dessa, never did have the urge to defy the intellectualism she was raised with. However, according to Matthew Singer of Willamette Week, the Minneapolis MC took her love of language and education and used it to become a technical writer, a poet, and a rising member of the indie rap collective Doomtree. In the mid-2000s, after spending some time in the Minnesota slam poetry scene, Dessa's friends coaxed her into giving hip-hop a try. However, it wasn't a smooth transition, but her then-boyfriend, Doomtree's breakout star POS, told her to just write raps like she writes her essays, and the rest was history. In 2010, Dessa released her full-length solo debut entitled A Badly Broken Code, in which her unique flow travels from rap cadences to spoken word to singing notes over jazz-accented beats. She uses autobiography, or what she calls creative nonfiction, to address themes of human nature without sounding preachy or impersonal. Last Friday, Dessa played Ratour alongside Sims, Laserbeak, Sapient, and Cloudy October, and I'm sure it was a show that you didn't want to miss.
The Lollapalooza Festival will celebrate its 20th anniversary this summer with a 3-day event at Grant Park in Chicago on August 5th through the 7th. With headliners Eminem, Foo Fighters, Coldplay, Muse, and My Morning Jacket, this year's festival definitely won't disappoint. The bill will also include artists such as CeeLo Green, A Perfect Circle, The Cars, Best Coast, Explosions in the Sky, and more. In addition to the main stage events, Lollapalooza 2011 will feature the debut of a 15,000 capacity dance tent that will host performances by Girl Talk, Kid Cudi, Pretty Lights, and Skrillex. Festival founder Perry Farrell will also play on that stage as part of a Perry Eddie vs. Chris Cox set. Since Lollapalooza morphed from a traveling festival in the 90s to a massive destination event in the past decade, Farrell says it has become a more effective way of introducing concert-goers to new artists. This year's Lollapalooza sounds like a blast, so if you're looking on taking a road trip this summer, this event sounds like the perfect destination.
Hailing all the way from my home state of Alaska is a band inspired from the vast beauty of the Great Northwest and the last frontier, Portugal the Man. Created by John Baldwin and centered in Wasilla, Portugal the Man has a uniquely tinged style of blues and vintage rock, something that is not easily duplicated. According to Chelsea Howard of Oregon Music News, the group is made up of Zachary Scott Carruthers, Jason Seacrest, and Ryan Neighbors, and kicked off their North American tour in Portland at the Roseland Theater last Friday. There they were joined by Seattle's Telekinesis and Brainstorm. Their latest album, entitled American Ghetto, was released in March of 2010, and it gave audiences a taste of just how high this band could go. Their new single, People Say, has been playing non-stop on the airwaves for months, creating a buzz about their album and the men behind it. If you didn't get the chance to see them, they will have plenty more shows coming up. Tonight they're playing at 7 p.m. at the Fillmore in San Francisco, and Saturday they'll be in Anaheim at the House of Blues. Portugal the Man will continue touring through July 1st, so don't miss out.
Last year, the city of Los Angeles recognized what thousands of Angelinos already knew, that Ozomatli has become more than just another LA band and perhaps even amounted to becoming the city's house band. Combining LA's wide range of cultural and social influences into a sound that's as good of a soundtrack to real life in the city of angels as anyone is likely to find, is just one of the reasons the city declared April 23rd Ozomatli Day. Since its inception in 1995, Ozomatli's expansive appeal has given the band a sort of omnipresent existence in LA. A walk through certain neighborhoods of the city will almost certainly reveal more than a few of the band's well-recognized logos stenciled on the pavement, evidence of Ozomatli's from-the-ground-up marketing philosophy. According to Mike Bookie of The Source Weekly, LA is proud of this band, which is part of the reason they've appeared as a part of the Coachella Music Festival lineup more than any other band. Ozomatli's sounds consists of a collection of cultures including Latin influences like salsa, hip-hop rock treatment that's ripe with horns, big beats, and plenty of other dance-encouraging numbers. Last night, Ozomatli joined a Rumble Bucket for a massive street festival in downtown Bend to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Make sure to check out Ozomatli's new children's album coming out this summer. Don't touch that dial, we'll be right back.
Welcome to Locals Live on KBVR Channel 26 or KBVRTV.com. We have a pretty interesting show tonight.
Look into the air, the skies explode.
This is really happening right now.
G morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me. Are your parents home later? We can hang. LUV, love you. JK. Holla back. Holla back. Holla back. Are you with your friends? That's lame. We're in a huge fight right now. XO. What'd you dream about? Something I did. Are you on your way to the mall? I'm lonely. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
I got no pulse, we're losing him.
Starting. He's in VFib.
Shock him. Drives it road all the time. He just had a few drinks. This can't be happening.
Are we clear?
Clear. You just buzzed. Just buzzed? You didn't tell us that, sir. You're right, this isn't happening. He'll be fine.
I feel good.
Really? No, not really.
Buzz driving.
Clear.
Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Shock him.
Welcome back. Our own Sierra Law was at Bombs Away Cafe and caught up with the band Bush Pilots this past week.
Hey guys, Sierra here at Bombs Away Cafe, getting ready to listen to the Bush Pilots tonight. And up next, an exclusive interview with the band. Hi guys, I'm here at Bombs Away Cafe with the Bush Pilots. Tell me a little bit about yourselves. How'd you guys get started?
Well, we got started a long time ago. We got started with a little bit different lineup, but throughout the years it's progressed to what we're at now. And we've been this lineup here for about probably 5 years now. So.
And have you been performing just all over? Are you from Corvallis?
Well, kind of Corvallis, Albany.
Okay.
We've been around the block a couple of times.
And where else have you performed besides Corvallis?
Well, we've been Salem, Eugene, Lebanon, the coast.
Yeah.
Do our annual trip to the coast here coming up in August, and so mainly we're all pretty much based here in the valley. Here we all work here, so.
Okay, that's great. I'm curious to know where you guys came up with the name Bush Pilots. What's that mean to you guys?
Well, actually, it was the last name on our list of names. And my wife didn't want us to pick that one, but we had one of our guys in our band was an actual pilot, and he's no longer in the band, and by then we'd already put out our first CD, and the Bush Pilots were already established, so we just kept the name and changed the lineup a little and kept going.
I'm excited to hear you guys tonight. You've produced a couple CDs. Are you going to produce any more anytime soon?
We have one that's about, probably, if we'd ever finish it, it would be done, but it's probably about half done now, so.
That's always a start. You got to start somewhere.
Okay, the last one took 3 years, so.
Happens.
Yeah.
Where else are you guys going to be performing in the next, I don't know, month or so?
Well, we have a website that you can check. It's bushpilotsband.com, and it's always up to date. Put me on the spot right here.
We're doing a benefit here in town.
We'll be back in town May 7th, that's right.
Yeah, for the card draw, walk around.
Oh, you know, I saw that on your website.
And it is 8 a.m., folks.
8 a.m. Yeah.
8 a.m.
Morning. A little hard.
Catch that in the morning, guys.
Yeah, so we'll be back in town. It's down at the end of Water Street or First or whatever.
Okay, great.
But yeah, check our website. Say hi to us, write to us, and it's pretty much up to date. Hopefully.
Awesome. That's all the real questions I have. Do you guys have anything else you want to add to KBVR?
No, we're just looking forward to having some fun tonight, and it'll be great. Good times.
And we do appreciate the interview.
Well, thank you guys so much for talking with me.
I feel like we're almost famous, you know?
Oh, you guys almost are.
All right. Thank you.
Well, we look forward to your show. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you very much. All right, good night.
Well, guys, that's all the music we have tonight. Thanks for sticking with me. Back to you ladies at the studio.
Thanks, Sierra. We'll be right back with more music news.
Mom! Mom!
What?
You can't find Ichabod.
What?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Alone and crying, boom, boom, pow. Crying, pom, pom, pow. Crying, chaka, chaka, cha. Crying is always good.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
There we go.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad
One more
today.
time. Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
Thanks. You believe this guy?
Are you trying to start a wildfire?
Sorry. Pass the honey?
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Thanks for sticking with us. We're back. Nobody believed Jessica Matheson when she posted to her Facebook status Wednesday night that she spent the afternoon hanging out in her garage with the lead singer Dave Grohl and the rest of the alternative rock band, the Foo Fighters. Well, they should have, because the Foo Fighters really had been in Port Orchard last week, playing for Matheson and 50 of her closest friends and family after she won their concert contest. According to Bryn Grimley of the Kitsap Sun through the News Tribune, earlier this year, Matheson learned the band would hold a garage tour to mark the release of its most recent album, Wasting Light, which was recorded in Grohl's own garage. Matheson grabbed a photo of her family's hot rods in front of their garage shop and said in the allotted 25 words why the band should stop in Port Orchard on its limited promotional tour. In early April, she was surprised to learn that her family's garage, Al's Automotive and Performance Transmission, would be one of the 8 garages across the country to be featured in the band. Matheson is a full-time college student who works 2 jobs and had never been able to see the Foo Fighters in concert. But Wednesday's hour-and-a-half afternoon private performance made up for all of the concerts that she's missed. She was able to meet the band before the performance, and Grohl told her there wasn't a set list and that they'd play whichever she wanted, which ended up being a mix of new and old songs, including a number from their new album. Needless to say, dreams really do come true, especially for this one lucky Port Orchard lady.
The Gold Piano Trio, accompanied from England by clarinetist Robert Plain, performed the final concert in the chamber music Corvallis season this past Tuesday at the LaSalle Stewart Center. The trio included Lucy Gould on violin, Alice Neary on cello, and Benjamin Frith on piano. The Gold Piano Trio is regarded as one of the finest and most productive chamber ensembles in the United Kingdom. According to the Gazette-Times, they have performed extensively in the United States, Asia, and New Zealand. The group's stay in Corvallis will also feature a series of hands-on workshops with the students in the Corvallis Youth Symphony and the high school orchestras Camerata and Concertante, led by Anthea Creston. The outreach program is funded by Chamber Music Corvallis for the Corvallis School District. Also at Tuesday's concert, a collection of broken violins that were painted and embellished by local artists were on display at LaSalle's. The violins will eventually be sold as part of a CMC fundraiser at a time and date to be determined. All of this brings a good close to a great chamber music Corvallis season.
Last Tuesday, it was announced that Tacoma's own singer-songwriter and Star Search veteran, Vicky Martinez, had made it onto another reality TV show, NBC's The Voice. According to Craig Saylor of News Tribune, on this new show, which has just begun its first season, contestants go through a blind audition in which the celebrity coaches Christina Aguilera, CeeLo Green, Blake Shelton, and Adam Levine listen with their backs to the singers so that they are not influenced by the singer's appearance. Any celebrity who wants a contestant on the show must commit to coach that singer. The goal is a record contract and a $100,000 prize. Martinez was picked to sing for Team CeeLo and had a great experience so far, claiming that contrary to other shows, The Voice doesn't want to change her. The acoustic blues and folk rock entertainer opted out of an appearance on the first season of American Idol because she was wary of the hit show's contractual restrictions. She eventually made it to reality TV in 2003 with a pair of appearances on Star Search. Currently, Martinez also performs frequently in local venues and has opened for or shared the stage with the likes of Sting, Annie Lennox, and B.B. King. If you want to see more of Vicky Martinez, be sure to check out her concert schedule at VickyMartinez.com or tune in to The Voice on NBC.
Jay Tablet is promoting his debut album Put It on the Tab alongside Channel Zero with special guests Caitlin Cartier and DJ Project at Cloud9 May 12th at 9 p.m. It'll be $3 at the door for those 21 and over. Plus, it's a dance party so people can come on down and get their groove on. The music can be tagged as dance electronic pop mixed with thoughtful poetic lyrics, or as Jay calls it, dark party music. Jay Tablet is a hook king who's been a ghostwriter for some big names in the world of underground music. He has put out 2 previous albums with partner in crime Roy Wonders as duo hip-hop sensation Cloaked Characters. Tablet has rocked the house with sold-out shows and performed with artists such as Tech9, E40, 2 Live Crew, and many more. Quote, "This is a vibe I've been holding. Can't wait till I break it open." Jay Tablet spouts from his new CD. It is going to be a great party, so make sure to check it out if you're looking to have some fun.
Teaching is the gift that keeps on giving, a fact that Charles Creighton recently witnessed in full. Creighton has been the conductor of the Corvallis Youth Symphony for 29 successful years, and on Sunday, May 1st, he led the symphony and the Willamette Valley Juniors Honor Symphony and their spring concerts at LaSalle Stewart Center. But this time, they were joined by 2 of his former students, both now acclaimed professional performers. According to Tyler Hansen of the Gazette-Times, Garth Greenup and Jason Duckles played central roles in the night's events alongside Creighton. Greenup, who was born and raised in Lebanon, is the principal trumpeter for the New Jersey Symphony Orchestra, but is currently on a year-long sabbatical from his post. In his free time, he took the opportunity to conduct and mentor current Corvallis Youth Symphony members and conducted the Young Symphony's brass ensemble, which opened the show. After leaving Corvallis, Duckles attained national acclaim as a cellist, including being part of the Amelia Piano Trio. Recently, he moved back to the area and is a part of the music faculty at Oregon State University. During the evening's performance, Duckles performed the solo in Shostakovich's Cello Concerto No. 1, part of CSY's All-Russian program. Thank you to Charles Creighton for so many years as a wonderful conductor and for bringing the cycle of teaching full circle with your talented students.
The last time OK Go was in Corvallis, the indie rock band spent much of its time hidden away in an abandoned warehouse, completely off limits to spectators. So they're using this summer's concert at Oregon State University as a way to make up for lost fun. According to Tyler Hansen of the Gazette-Times, OK Go gave OSU's summer music event, the Flattail Festival, the highest profile commitment in its history when the group announced it will headline the free concert that will take place June 4th on the Memorial Union Quad. The Los Angeles-based band filmed a video for their song White Knuckles in Corvallis last July using local dogs as actors. The video became an instant viral hit and has amassed nearly 10 million views on YouTube. OSU's MUPC, which puts on the Flattail Festival, initially contacted OK Go in January and confirmed their spot in the lineup just before the school's spring break in March. Flattail Festival is funded through student fees as well as through MUPC fundraising events such as the Moms and Dads Weekends. The Flattail Fest will be preceded June 3rd by OSU's annual Battle of the Bands contest featuring 10 local groups: Ambush Party, Radion, the Flailing Inhalers, Of Saints and Shadows, Mr. K2, Pluto My Planet, Loaded for Bear, Blue Ember, Audiophilia, and Mote, all competing to see who is the best band in the Corvallis area. The next day, June 4th, OK Go will be joined by 5 other bands. The Battle of the Bands winner will open, followed by The Nautics, Target for Tomorrow and the Horns of Destruction, the Doo-Doo Funk, All Stars, and Gold Motel. Gold Motel will be touring alongside OK Go this summer. OK Go's inclination for high-energy live shows means June's festival will feature a much larger stage and sound system than in years past. Now in its 7th year, Flat Tail Festival continues to attract relatively well-known bands on the annual basis, and the MUPC always aims high. You can get more information at mu.oregonstate.edu. With so much hype and excitement surrounding this year's events, you definitely don't want to miss out. Well, that's all the music news we have for you this week, but stay tuned for more music videos and Locals Live.
See you next week!